in the world. Pass. Looking up top. Man is open. Pass is caught. And Coryell makes the tackle down at the 14. That was some blown coverage deep on the play-action pass.
Yeah, it was, but a much better job of making the tackle by the Jackets there. As it's downfield, a good job catching up and just hitting them hard and making a big tackle, because that could have been very easily a touchdown. Dominic Coryell with the tackle. Bring up 1st and 10.
This is Gisandi, and he leaps his way forward for a couple yards. Give him 4 on the carry. Westlake didn't throw the ball once last week, Matt. Come out first drive, play number 5. They put the ball up in the air, 28 yards.
Well, then again, last week you also said how Hastings doesn't like throwing the football, and yet they threw the football and had a lot of success. So I guess it's just catching on to the other teams in the league.
It'll be 2nd and 6. They're down to the Jacket 13, pressuring early. They hand it up the middle. And a nice run forward to the Jacket 5.
First down, Westlake. First down, goal to go.
Westlake doing a nice job moving the ball early. There was that triple option play. Defensive end didn't go after the fullback, and boom, 7 yards. 1st and goal from the 4 now.
Here we go, Westlake. Alive, Blue.
Wishbone formation. Gisandi up the middle, touchdown. Touchdown, Westlake, 6-0.
Well, right there, Westlake's offensive line doing a terrific job creating a big hole and allowing the running backs to run right through it. Good job by Westlake. Hastings has got to improve on the defensive end of the football right now.
Westlake likes to throw the ball on the 2-point plays. Gisandi wide open. And Buffamonte is just going to take it himself into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. So Westlake takes an 8-0 lead early in the 1st quarter. Like you said, Matt, the scoreboard isn't working, so I don't have a clock on me. No referee sitting up here. We'll only have to guess hit the scoreboard. There was a flag on that play, so the 2-point conversion does not count.
And it looks like they're going to do it again.
Yeah, that was illegal motion. You saw Gisandi in motion. Wasn't allowed to move upfield before the ball was snapped. He did. So it'll be the 2-point try from the 7-yard line as opposed to the 2.
I'm surprised here that they're not going to kick it.
I don't think Westlake kicks the ball, that's why. Back in the end zone, tipped away by Jack Logan. That could come back to hurt the Westlake Wildcats. That's 2 points they just lost.
Yeah, last week we saw a big Hastings penalty that cost them on the kick on a punt by Pleasantville. And now this week we see a big penalty down low that's going to cost Westlake 2 points early in this ball game.
Jackets didn't look that bad defensively that drive. Westlake came out. They had a long 3rd down play. They got the 1st down. They beat them on that pass long, and the Jackets just couldn't hold them. But that's all right. What the Jackets have to do is the same thing they did last week. Come out, have a nice drive, establish the offense, and stay in this game. Coach Vaccaro just had Matt Sivright switch positions with Noah Berger. Berger bobbled the first kickoff. So just to make sure you don't want to lose possession when you should have it. Westlake will kick off on their own 40. Ball takes a hop, and Flaherty fields. Joe Flaherty has some room, and he's hit up at the 35. Nice return by the senior captain.
And Flaherty on that play got hit very hard in the numbers there when he was already almost going down. They had him by the legs, and someone else hit him right in front of him into the numbers. And I thought that could have been problems, maybe an injury, but he walks away nice and good.
So the Jackets will start off on their own 36. You know, Matt, Joe Flaherty doesn't go to the sideline. He's in on every play. Defense, offense, special teams. Sweep. And Logan has some room to the outside. Cuts it upfield. Picks very close to a first down. That's a 9-yard carry. Well, Jax ran the sweep twice. He picked up 9 yards on both of them. And if there's one thing I've learned over the past 2 years about head coach Joe Vaccaro, he'll go to the well as many times as he can until it's empty. So expect to see that sweep play a lot. 2nd and 1. That's the Vasto in the backfield. Blast. Stuffed at the line. Didn't even pick up a yard. So it'll be 3rd down and a yard to go.
Ball carrier number 36, Mike Westlake.
Hey, you know what? They're giving him a generous spot, but it's still going to be just short.
See, they might have to bring out the chains to measure. And now they move the ball back a little bit.
Can you do that?
I'm not sure.
They had spied the ball one place. The Westlake coaches seemed to yell at the ref, and he moved the ball back. Well, 3rd down and short. 3rd down about a yard. Either way.
Well, we haven't seen a whole lot of Sean Ashman. He is yet to carry the football. So I wonder what's happening so far with him.
Well, you know, Muko, also known as Mike DeVasto, did a great job in practice, so they figure run him the ball. He's only a sophomore, but he's a big boy. There's the blast to the right side. Once again, he's stuffed at the line. That's just poor execution by the Jackets. And it's going to be 4th down and short. We'll see what head coach Vaccaro decides to do here.
No gain on the play. 3rd down.
I think they're going to go for it. It's only like a couple of inches here.
They're going to have a measurement, and from our angle, it's very close. Looks like the nose of the football is just going to have it, but we'll see.
Official timeout for measurement.
The funny thing, Matt, about the measurement, as here we're getting set to do it, on a place so close like this in high school football that's inches, they might have the first, and indeed they do have the first down, but they might not have the first down there. It could be an inch or two, and it all depends on how the chains guys bring out the ball. They could be off, you know, it's easily to be off by an inch or two, and if it's in the right direction, it could give a team a first down or take one away. At that time, the Jackets get the first down.
That's a very good point. That could make or break a drive just by the chainsmen, which shows how important their job is to keep those chains as fair as they most possibly can.
Well, 1st and 10 for the Jackets. I'd look for the sweep. This is Ashman's first carry. 3 yards.
Ball carrier number 33, Sean Ashman. Gain of about 3 on the play.
And so now Ashman with his first carry. He looked very good. He got hit at the line and just kept going, kind of like what we saw Joe Vaccaro do last week against Hastings.
Rob Vaccaro, yeah,
Rob Vaccaro.
Absolutely. Second and 8. Here's the sweep to Logan, and once again Jack with good yardage, tripped up after 5 yards. So it'll be 3rd down and short.
Number 13, Jack Logan.
Jack has 5 carries for 22 yards. The Jackets doing a nice job so far of moving the football on the ground. Last week against Pleasantville, they were forced to go to the air early. That's not coach's style. So you know if they don't throw the ball a lot and they're running, they're doing what they're supposed to do. 3rd and 4. Same play, sweep, and Logan has the first down as he's wrapped up. Well, you always could depend on a spot. What a great tackle by Matt Darby. He was named the Defensive Player of the Year in the Journal News in the preseason, and it looks to be short. This might be 4-down territory for the Jackets. What a great tackle, though, by Darby.
That really was, but to echo what you said before, the running game looking much improved, and I'm seeing a very big change with the offensive line for the Jackets. They're really doing a much better job this week than last week. Last week they got pushed around a lot. This week they're not going to let that happen a second time.
Absolutely. Big play here for the Jackets. They're at the 45 of Westlake. 4th down and 2. Contact to pass. And he threw it right through Flaherty's hands. Turnover on downs. So Vaccaro goes to the air, and it doesn't work out. Westlake will have the football in decent field position.
Yeah, they really will. However, on that play, it looked like if Flaherty makes the catch, he really could have gotten some big yardage after the catch there. And he probably was just thinking about that a little bit too soon before actually catching the football and bringing it in.
That happens a lot. You got a lot of green grass in front of you. Ball's coming, it looks easy, and you turn your head a split second too early. Next thing you know, ball's on the ground. But that's all right, because Hastings did a nice job. They moved the chains a bit, and now they just have to come out and stop the Wildcats.
Hastings, if you really just exclude that pass play, they looked very good. They stopped the triple option very well. Let's see if they can just do it again.
Boxers, sweatpants, hats.
As it'll be 1st and 10 for the Westlake Wildcats.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score 6-0 in favor of Westlake.
Hastings still right in this football game. It's only 6 points. That's 2 field goals, or that's just a touchdown. So right here, if they get a big defensive stop, they could just drive it upfield and score a touchdown and get some points back right before halftime.
2 field goals, that would be great. 2 field goals in one game. I don't think that's happened in Hastings high school history. I mean, I don't know. But Joe Flaherty does have a great foot. This is Pete Crossett, and he's tripped up at the line. Nice job by Matt Manchester there, making the tackle. Now, you see that little guy out there, Matt, that's about your size, number 60? That's Andrew Shore. I remember 2 years ago, I was watching a modified football game. Andy Shore's on defense. Play ends, Shore runs over. His finger's all deformed. He had broken his finger, dislocated it. Coach says, come over here, pops it back in. Next play, Shore's back in there. That's why he's starting as a sophomore on the varsity team, playing the weak side linebacker. Tough, all-around kid with a lot of heart. Buffamonte takes it himself. Nice tackle there by the Jackets. That's Nika Coriel. Did a nice job stuffing Buffamonte before he could reach the first down, but he picks up 7 on the carry.
It looked like there the Jackets had a blitz from Shore, and then the quarterback for Westlake just kind of paused for a few seconds and then ran it right back to where Shore would have been and picked up some good yardage.
Third and short. This is Gisandi, and he's going to be stuffed at the line by Matt Manchester. Manchester just stepped up, used his enormous size to lay into Gisandi, and he's going to be stopped short. This is the Jacket defense we wanted to see last week, a very physical, big team.
Most certainly is. We wondered what really happened to them last week. This week they are coming out with a new fire and a new energy here as they are thirsty to win this football game.
4th and inches. I'd be thirsty too. You're playing at home, you lost last week, you want to come out and get a win. This game's huge too, because if they win, they have an excellent shot at going to the playoffs to compete for the sectional championship. 4th and inches. Gisandi, and he's going to be stuffed in the backfield. The Jackets stuff him. And it's a turnover on downs. Huge stop for the Hastings Yellow Jackets, something you didn't see last week.
Yeah, the Yellow Jackets there brought everybody in the blitz, and they just stopped the run.
If you look at the sideline now, the Jackets are fired up. And that's the kind of thing you can use to swing the momentum, bring it in on offense, and march the football down the football field, played hard-nosed football, and punch in for 6 points. Right now, they are 55 yards away from pay dirt. Start off on their own 45.
Timmy Bragg checks in the game.
Yeah, Bragg had split end. Ashman leaps through the line, and he just gets dropped after a pickup of 4. Sean Ashman's a really strong runner, but that time he was just too high, and he allowed a linebacker to actually grab onto his jersey and pull him back. Sean Ashman definitely not at 100%. That 75% sounds about right, because usually he's just going to blow by that linebacker on a play like that. But he still picks up 4 yards. Huge hole.
A great job by the offensive line of Hastings, creating the space needed for Ashman to run right through.
2nd and 6.
Option.
They run the option, and Logan loses the football. Football's on the ground, and Westlake has recovered.
That's exactly what Hastings really didn't need. They needed to hold on to the football. Instead, they fumble it and give Westlake very good field position.
Yeah, Matt, that's the antithesis of what they needed. Hastings was fired up, ready to move the football down the football field, and they turn it over, swings the momentum right back into Westlake's favor. But I got to tell you, Matt, I was watching the Jackets run the option in practice the other day. It really didn't look like they were executing it well, and it shows here the first time they run it today, they lose the football.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Westlake Wildcats.
Yeah, they'll start off on the Jacket 40. Gisandi breaks one tackle and gets to the outside. He switched his way forward for the 1st down as Gisandi just sped right around the Jacket defenders. It looked like Corio had a shot at him 3 yards deep in the backfield. They couldn't come up with the tackle. And it resulted in a 12-yard pickup and a 1st down.
Well, the last 2 plays, the Jackets have really looked good against Gisandi, but that play, they just couldn't stop the outside pitch to Gisandi.
From the 29. Passing play, looking for the end zone, touchdown! While the Jackets just got flat out beat, that looked too easy. That was Noah Berger on the coverage, number 29. Just lost his man, and it's a 29-yard reception. 12-0 Wildcats.
And they'll go for 2 here.
Buffamane fires across. Pass incomplete. Well, Jackets are getting good at stopping these 2-point conversions. But they got to put some points up on the board themselves. 12-0 midway through the 2nd quarter.
Charlie, you are really right. The Jackets need to put some points on the board and fast. They can't afford to fall behind early like they did last week, because it's really hard to catch up in a game like that.
Yeah, especially against this Westlake team. I was talking to Coach Urich before the game, and he said Hastings will be fine as long as they don't give up the big plays. Already, they've given up 2. Both passing plays. They've done a nice job covering Gisandi, nice job stopping Buffamonte. But when Buffamonte goes to the air, Hastings have had trouble. Let's see, what's Buffamonte? He's 2 of 2 for 57 yards and a touchdown pass. It's pretty good for a guy that doesn't throw the football.
That most certainly is, and last week we saw Blake Considine throw the football very effectively. This week, Wildcats just taking it right out of the page of the Jackets plays. As Joe Flaherty and Blake Considine are deep, and not Jack Logan. That is a surprise.
That's a good eye. I didn't see that. That's Blake Considine out there, the quarterback. Gonna try and return the kick. Westlake getting set to boot the ball away. This will be Flaherty from his own 20. Joe Flaherty streaking up the middle of the field, and he's going to be stopped at the 36, where the Jackets will start up their drive.
21-yard return.
That was a 21-yard return for Flaherty. I'm surprised the Wildcats right there didn't try kicking it to Considine. He's the quarterback. You kind of want to hit him and maybe get him hurt. But
yeah, well, it's tough. You know, in high school, it's tough when you're kicking off to choose which guy you're going to kick it to. First of all, that would be tough to see that Considine's returning from his point of view. But in high school football, bottom line, you want to kick the ball downfield and keep it within the sidelines so the opposing team doesn't get an easy start.
Right here, the Jackets needing of some big plays.
Yeah, Jackets just need to establish a drive. They're going to burn a timeout here. Hastings didn't have all their personnel on the field, so they had to waste a timeout.
Yeah, they had 10 men on the field, and you need 11. Well, you don't need it, but it's good to have 11, because then the other team has a man on you.
It is good to have 11.
Most certainly is.
This might be a good time to go get that hot dog, the student union.
What the Jackets can't do is allow themselves to fall back like they did last week. Last week, I thought Jackets were in the game, and they just kind of folded. Hastings is very much in this game. It's still early. They have the ball. Just got to put the ball in the end zone and stop the other team. It's that simple.
Really?
And Hastings looks very capable.
They are so far on their drives. They've had to punt, they've had a turnover on downs, and they've had a fumble. So right now, they need to get a drive established here and get some big yards. And now they walk out with 11 men on the field.
It'll be 1st and 10 for the Jackets. They're at their own 36. Coryell's in the game now. And Considine to pass. Looking for Flaherty, and this one is going to be intercepted. At Westlake's own 34, that's who else? Mike Gisandi, the safety, came over as Flaherty was double covered. Easy interception.
So the Jackets giving up their 3rd turnover already, and we're not even at halftime. That is not a good statistic.
Is that the 3rd turnover?
That is their 3rd. They had a turnover on downs, a fumble, and now an interception. And remember, last game, the last 3 pass plays the Jackets ran were all interceptions. So it looks like they're just starting off where they left off last week.
You know, I think Jack Logan might have gotten hurt because Coryell was playing halfback, and now Berger is in at cornerback. Stuffed by Manchester, pickup of 3. That was Pete Crossett.
It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 7. Ball on Westlake.
Well, the Jackets definitely playing injured. Jack Logan is a stud both on offense and defense. He's one of the feature backs, and he's their cornerback. Let's see if the Jackets' second team can step in for him. It'll be 2nd and 7. Buffamani pitches out, and Gisandi has some room. Great job by Coryell, though, of shedding the tackle. Nika Coryell just threw the wide receiver right off of him, put his body into Gisandi, and Matt Manchester cleaned up. That's what you got to do.
That really is. If you can hit him and just hold him there for a few seconds, the big guys for the Jackets can come over and do the dirty work for you.
3rd and 4. Jackets would love a stop here. Get the ball right back.
Their defense is looking very sharp so far.
This is cross it up the middle, and cross it is going to have a ton of room to the 25. Diving attempt, no good, and he breaks a 54-yard touchdown run. And Westlake has an 18-0 lead here. Exactly what Coach Urich said could not happen does.
Well, you know, so far it looked like the Jackets were only getting beat on the running plays if they were outside. That one, the Westlake offensive line did a great job creating a big hole, creating the space for him to run right through, and then he got big yards after crossing the line of scrimmage. They'll go for 2.
Buffamani loses it, and the 2-point conversion once again no good. However, the Wildcats up by 3 scores.
And the score, Westlake 18, Hastings 0.
And if you look across right now to the Jackets bench, their faces tell it all. They were so fired up, so into it. They really had some momentum going. Then after the interception, right now they look a little glum here. Let's see if they can get something back right before halftime.
No, it's exactly what they need to do. What's done is done. Yeah, come out and play the next down. Jack Logan has his pads off. He's sitting on the bench. So it sounds to me like he's done for the rest of the game, or at least a half.
And that is going to hurt the Jackets. Logan, a very key player for them, as Flaherty and Considine both run back to receive.
Number 6, Joe Flaherty, and number 9, Blake Considine.
Now the clouds move in, as it looks like it's threatening for rain here.
I don't know. I saw the forecast, no rain in it, but you never know. It'd be fun to do a game in the rain.
It would, but we just need to get like a little awning over us.
Yeah, what's better than muddy football? Kick is away, and a line drive kick sails over Considine's head and stops at the 3, so we'll have to return it. Blake Considine, diving ahead, gets past the 20, out to the 22, but a booming kick by Matt Darby.
Well, that time they did kick it away to Considine, and that one sailed right over his head. Westlake hadn't really kicked the ball that far, at least, so far today. A booming kick.
I would imagine it's late in the second quarter. Once again, we don't have access to a time clock.
Fullback. There you go.
That's a fullback, Sean Ashman, and he stopped at the line of scrimmage. Ashman now has 3 carries for a total of 6 yards.
Ball carrier number 33, Sean Ashman.
Last week he seemed to have around the same numbers as that, as he gets no gain.
Yeah, that's not what they want. Well, that's a 4-minute warning.
4 minutes remaining in the half.
Obviously, that means there's 4 minutes remaining in the half.
4 minutes remain in the half.
As the Jackets will have it at their 20-yard line.
At halftime, while you're getting those hot dogs, we're going to have a great show for you. Hastings on Hudsonettes. 2002.
Second and 10. Considine looking for Berger, but he couldn't make the grab.
Berger with a great effort there, throw a little bit beyond him as he dove and just could not come up with it. A great try by Berger there, and it'll be 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Yeah, it was a good attempt. The ball was there. Just couldn't make the catch.
3rd down.
Jackets from their own 22. They're forced to go to the air because now all Westlake has to do is stop Ashman, and the Jackets really aren't going to run the other halfbacks.
Jackets so far today with 0 yards in the air on 2 passes with 1 interception.
Considine. Flaherty makes the grab, but he's going to be tackled well short of the 1st down, and Hastings has to punt.
Joey Flaherty.
7-yard pickup for Flaherty. On that play, you really have to know where the chains are, because if you complete a pass like that, you want to get the 1st down. Flaherty to kick. Good snap. And a short kick, well out of bounds. It's going to come out to a 12-yard punt. And Westlake, once again, will have phenomenal field position.
And that ball right there looked like it was coming for us here.
Yeah, it did. I was ready to catch it.
We look like targets now.
Well, I think he was kicking it up at Keith Fagan. You know, Fagan was knocking on Flaherty, you know, just joking with him earlier in the week. So Flaherty tried to hit Fagan, who's doing the camera work up in the sky, giving you that beautiful view from up high in the bucket truck. 1st and 10. Westlake at the Jacket 41. Up the middle, nothing doing. Nice job by the Jackets. Much better job there.
Gain of about 3 on the play. 2nd down.
That was a 3-yard carry. The Jackets doing a good job when the run is up the middle of stuffing it, as their big men on the defensive line are really doing a great job so far today. And that has to be one of the positives. This 4-3 defense is really looking pretty good.
2nd and 8. Buffamani a pass, and he gets hit as he throws, but the catch is still going to be paid by Gisandi. And it's a 1st down. Everything going Westlake's way. Are they going to say he didn't catch it now? There's no... They're going to say that, no, he did catch it. So a 1st down. You know, everything is going Westlake's way. When your quarterback gets crushed, the ball goes flying in the air, and you still get a 1st down.
Yeah, it really was. Andrew Shore right there making a big hit on the quarterback. The ball just started floating away there. But Gisani, a great job of getting back and making the play.
Jet sweep, and Gisandi breaks 1 tackle, gets to the outside, and he picks up 4. 15-yard reception on that last play by Gisandi. Westlake calls a timeout. Westlake, a very strong 1st half team. Last week came out and scored 30 points in the 1st half against the Albertus Magnus Falcons. Today they've got 18 and pressuring for another touchdown.
Gisani so far on the day has 39 yards on the ground and 15 in the air, so he's having a pretty darn good day. as the Jackets and Westlake takes a little water break here.
It's probably about 2 minutes to go here in the half. It'll be a 2nd down and 7 situation from the Jacket 27.
And now on the bench, they're talking with Logan there, as he looks like he is in pain right now.
You know, he's sitting over there. I don't know what it is, but he's not in playing condition. You don't want to speculate, get all, the mothers out there worried that Jack Logan's in pain. But he's just not ready to go right now.
2nd down. And 6.
Little counter up the middle. Close to a 1st down. He's going to be just short. He'll be 3rd down and 2. Definite 4-down territory here, man.
It really is.
Ball spotted on Hastings.
Just to pass, Buffamani looking for the end zone. Jasandi makes the catch, and ball comes loose. But they're going to say he was down just short of the end zone.
Yeah, he looked out of bounds there and then let the ball go once he got out. But Westlake then just pounced on it for the heck of it, just in case if he wasn't out of bounds. Smart play.
Yeah, that's just poor coverage by the Jackets, though. That ball was just lobbed up in the air by Buffamani, and Jasandi can't be allowed to catch it. It looked too easy. 1st and goal from the 2. Jasandi pushes his way in. So Westlake puts 24 points up on the board here in the 1st half. And the Jackets are yet to score.
Jasani having a very good game so far. 40 yards on the ground. And he has another 34 in the air. Very balanced player as it's looking for so far.
Option play. And once again, they stop him short of the 2-point conversion.
Is no good.
Well, if you want to bring something good, positive out of that, they have 24 points on the board, which means the Jackets are within 3 touchdowns if they can connect on all the 2-point conversions. But they got to put the ball in the end zone first. It's that simple.
Yeah, they really do. They really need a big drive here as we're approaching 2 minutes left in the half. But they need to get something going before halftime, something positive to look on as they go into the locker room.
Yeah, I don't know how much time is on the clock. Coach Vaccaro might just run out the clock. But the Jackets have to turn this thing around, and fast.
Westlake has looked very sharp on offense. And once again, Blake Considine and Joey Flaherty will be deep to receive the kick.
And 2 senior captains. Join us on September 28th here at Reynolds Field, where the Hastings Yellow Jackets will take on the Falcons of Woodlands. Game originally scheduled to be in Woodlands, but it will be right here at Reynolds Field. Darby gets set to kick the ball away. If you look, Considine is standing all the way back on the 5-yard line to return it. Low line drive. Flaherty knocks it down and picks it up. Nice little move by Joe Flaherty as he leaps up to the 25. Hastings on the kickoff returns having a bit of trouble establishing the middle wedge. It's supposed to be a lot cleaner than that. I guess it's probably because they're having trouble fielding the ball cleanly. At this rate, though, the Jackets will have the best return team in the entire league by the end of the year. They have so much practice at it. 1st and 10 from the 26. Low ball, and Flaherty couldn't come up with it.
An incomplete pass.
Hey, Matt, you're right. I thought Coach Vaccaro was going to just drain out the clock. He's trying to get something going before halftime.
Tim Bragg has checked into the game.
Yeah, Tim Bragg had a 75-yard run last week against the Panthers. He's only a sophomore, but he looks really good.
He's been one of the positive sides for the Jackets' 2002 season so far.
So it'll be 2nd and 10. Considine hits Flaherty, pass complete, and Flaherty runs out of bounds. Pickup of 6. It's a good play because the clock stops. What is Considine throwing today so far?
So far, Considine is 2 for 5 with 1 interception and 12 yards.
You got time, Tom?
And Berger checks out.
Yeah, Tim Bragg comes in. 3rd down and 4 from the 31. They come out with trips right. And Considine to pass. He's looking long. He's got a couple men down there. Flaherty makes the grab at the 37, and he's out of bounds. Joe Flaherty with a great catch. And the Jackets are moving the football. Coach Vaccaro is going to call a timeout. I'm not sure how much time is left.
A big pass. Considine just lobs it up there in the air. Flaherty looked back and just reached out and made the grab. Great pass, great catch, great play. And the Jackets show a little life here before half.
That's going to be a 34-yard reception for Joe Flaherty. Westlake will be getting the ball back to start the 2nd half. We've just been informed there are 13 seconds on the clock, so the Jackets really have to just launch the ball down the field here.
They could do that, or they could just try and get a couple yards, get it close, maybe to the 10, and then kick a field goal.
Well, the problem is timeouts. I think they might have 1 timeout left, but also you don't want a field goal here. You know, you're down 3 touchdowns. You got to put the ball in the end zone. Looks like the same play, but he's throwing up the other way, looking for Bragg. Bragg doesn't make the catch.
Incomplete pass. Intended for number 5, Tim Bragg. 2nd down.
That'll be 2nd and 10.
The ball looked like it was there, maybe just a little bit underthrown, and Bragg could not come up with it.
I like that call, though. Pretty much the same play they ran last time, only they throw it up the other way.
You know it's the pass, guys.
And they almost had it.
1 play.
4 seconds to go here in the half. This should be the last play of the half. Considine has some time, and he launches it up down the sideline. Incomplete. And that is the end of your the first half.
Hold on, you're not on. Tim, let that happen. Hold on.
Kickoff was returned up to the 42 of Westlake, where the Wildcats offense will start with the ball.
Coming into the second half, Hastings has got to play for respect here. Just try and chip away at the lead and chip away here. Get something going early on here.
First and 10. Here comes the jet sweep. Nope. They give you up the middle, or off tackle, and it's a 4-yard pickup. I thought it was the jet sweep because last week, every single time they motioned the guy in the jet sweep motion, they ran the jet sweep. Didn't do it here. Jackets trail 24-0. We went over, we listened in on Coach Vaccaro's halftime speech. Basically, he said Hastings should be embarrassed. They're not playing like a Class C team, and they're going to be the embarrassment of the league if they don't come out, and they're playing for respect right now. They got to think about that before they can even think about winning this game, as number 40 spins his way forward close to a first down. Indeed, he will be moving the chains. Actually, it's close. It's going to be 3rd down and about a yard to go.
Well, Hastings, you're absolutely right, Charlie. Needs to play for respect. They did horrible in that first half, and they really need to play better football here. And we also checked in with Jack Logan. He was getting migraine headaches and could not see very well. So he probably is going to be done for the game, but no foot injuries, nothing good. So Hastings fans can right now breathe a little bit easier.
Buffamani loses it. Now he gives it to Jasandi, and he's going to come close to a first down, but there was a flag thrown in the backfield. That's pretty bad if you can fumble the ball, pick it up, hand it off, and then get the first down. We'll see what the flag is.
It looks like it's going to be against Westlake.
Indeed.
And they will push them back.
But that's a good point you were making before about Jack Logan. He's going to be okay for the rest of the year. It's nothing serious. It's just a migraine.
A 10-yard penalty, and it'll be 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
I'm not sure what the penalty was. I don't think he was holding because that's a 10-yard spot foul, and they moved them back 5 yards. On 3rd and long, Buffamani. Screen to Jasandi, and he's got a ton of room. Has the first down, and he runs over a Yellow Jacket. And is dropped out of bounds at the 34. Big pickup for Jasandi.
Jasandi has really been on his game so far today. He's picking up first down after first down, both receiving the football and carrying it.
That was an 18-yard pickup on the reception. 1st and 10 at the Jacket 35.
And that will put Westlake over the 100-yard mark in the passing game so far today. 5 passes, 109 yards.
And believe it or not, Mike Buffamani is 5 for 5. No incomplete passes. They run the triple option, and Buffamani is going to be dropped. Great play by Andy Shore. He snuck up in there, hit Buffamani, and allowed the rest of the Jackets to clean up.
That was a loss of 4 yards on the play.
Buffamani has 3 carries for a total of 3 yards. Nice job of containing the quarterback so far by the Yellow Jackets. 2nd and 14. Triple option, and Buffamani loses it. Now he picks it up. But they only pick up 2 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 12.
Well, the Jackets so far have come out with a little bit of new life in them here, as they really look a little more energetic than last quarter. Last quarter, they seemed that they were just dead. And the Westlake sideline has seemed to get very quiet all of a sudden, as the momentum has really now starting to shift towards the Jackets' favor.
Well, it's starting. It ain't there yet. They need to stop. 3rd down and 12. They pitch it out. Number 35. He's going to get stuffed at the line of scrimmage, and the Jackets stop him. We'll see if this is 4-down territory or not. They're sending in a group of new guys, so it looks like Westlake will punt and try to pin the Jackets in deep. They're at the Jacket 36.
And that's a big way for the Jackets to come out here in the second half. They just get a big defensive stop. They'll get the football back. Let's see if they can get a good return as Tim Bragg and Blake Considine are deep to receive.
That's timeout Westlake. There was some confusion. They only had 10 men out on the field.
Wow, earlier Hastings had 10 men on the field and had to burn a timeout. Now Westlake early on here with only 10 men out on the field.
Yeah, you hate to burn timeouts on mental errors, but it has to happen. You can't get that playoff with 10 men out there.
Then again, Westlake has some room for error here as they are up 24-0, so it doesn't look like right now that timeout being burned is going to hurt them in any way.
Well, you never know. There's plenty of time to go in the game. They're only down by 3 scores if you make all the 2-point conversions. But the bottom line is the Jackets haven't really been able to move the football. But this is a new half. They're coming out. They're going to start out with the ball in the second half deep in their own territory. And hopefully they'll be able to make something of it. Mike Gisandi apparently does everything because he's back to punt the ball away.
Yeah, Gisandi having a great game both in the air and on the ground. Let's see if he can use his foot good here.
Good snap. A booming kick, and it's going to go into the end zone, so it'll be a touchback. It looked like Gisandi wasn't even thinking about pinning the Jackets deep. He just wanted no return, so he booted it into the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Jackets from their own 20. Jack Logan, as we mentioned, is out. And basically, Coach said Noah Berger becomes what Jack Logan was, and Nika Coriel becomes what Noah Berger was. So Berger will be running Jack's plays. I think this is going to be the whip. They come out with trips. And Considine, Berger makes the grab, and he's dropped after a pickup of 5. Nice catch by Berger, though.
That really was Berger now in a new role in this game, and he picked it up pretty good, made a good catch, was hit hard, and held on to the football for 5 yards.
Coach basically said offensively they're going to come out, they want to pass the ball, but they're going to mix it up too. 2nd and 5.
Second down.
Flag on the play. That's going to knock the Jackets back. False start. So they do something good, they erase it.
Looked like right there the guard jumped up. No, it's illegal procedure for 5 yards.
Second down. 2nd and 10.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 yards to go. And Mike DeVasto checks in for Sean Ashman.
Sean Ashman has 3 carries for 6 yards so far today. DeVasto, where's DeVasto have? He's got 3 carries for 6 yards as well. 2nd and 9. This will be Berger on the sweep, slips 1 tackle, but he's going to be dropped at the line.
So Berger in his new role, trying to feel for it, I guess. As the Jackets right now could really use some big plays here. 1 or 2 could really get them going, get their confidence up, and then maybe they can make a comeback in this game.
It'll be 3rd and 9, Jackets at their own 20. Waggle play. Pass deflected away. Jackets will be forced to punt the ball away here.
That pass was intended for Mike DeVasto, who was checked in as the fullback for Sean Ashman. As Flaherty now will kick it away.
Good snap. That's actually Considine kicking it away. Ball takes a bounce. And it's fielded by Crossett. Dropped at the Jacket 43. But Westlake will have good field position to start off. It'll be from the Jacket 44. Gisandi on the pitch. Just crawls his way up to the line, and Manchester brings him down, along with the host of Yellow Jackets.
Gisandi picks up probably 2 yards on that carry, as he is having just a terrific game.
He's got 10 carries for 42 yards so far. The big blow, though, was the 54-yard scamper late in the second quarter by Pete Crossett, which resulted in a touchdown. 2nd and 7, ball at the Jacket 40. Gisandi fights off a couple Jackets, and he's going to be brought down. They didn't even bring him down, but the whole team converged on him. But nice, much better job defensively.
Right there, the Jackets able to break through the offensive line of the Wildcats, and it looked like there was like 7 Yellow Jackets making the tackle all at once. A great job with a team effort.
Sean McGawk has checked in at quarterback for Westlake. So Buffamani's day is done, for now at least. Triple option, pitch it to Crossett, and Crossett is going to be dropped at the line. So the Jackets doing a much better job defensively here in the second half. And once again, they'll force the Wildcats to punt the ball away.
Making that stop, number 16.
Chris Urban making a big stop there, forcing a 4th down and forcing the Wildcats to punt. Nice job by Chris Urban.
Yeah, Chris Urban, the senior, 3-year player, great guy, good football player. Considine and Bragg back to receive, as Gisandi's kick is almost blocked. And the ball is going to be down at the Hastings 21. Jackets have to be careful. They almost smashed into Gisandi, which would have been running into the kicker.
From their own 22-yard line.
And that probably would have been very bad for them because they can't really afford to make any more mistakes. They have to do a much better job in that category.
Ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon's pep band, under the direction of Mr. Kenneth Jernigan. Let's hear it for the band.
1st and 10 for Hastings at their own 21. Considine has a man open, and it's Muko. Has some room. DeVasto picks up the 1st down and more. A 22-yard pickup by Mike DeVasto.
First down.
Nice pass and catch there by the Jackets.
That really was Mike DeVasto wide open, and he can really run for a guy his size, as he just scampered across the field, and that's the type of big plays the Jackets need. They have to get more of those if they want to come back in this football game.
Absolutely. Mike DeVasto, just a sophomore, but he's a big kid. As timeout on the field.
And right now I'm a little surprised. The Jackets are throwing the ball a lot more than what they really want to. However, hey, if it works, it works.
Exactly. They're forced to throw the ball. They can't run it. One of their feature backs is down. Sean Ashman's only 60, maybe 75%, so you got to go to the air. Considine's done a nice job. He's 5 of 11 for 73 yards, no touchdowns, and 1 interception.
And right now, Considine is 1 completion away from having his goal. He wanted to throw 50% at the beginning of the season, and right now, if he just completes his next pass, he'll be at the 50% mark.
That wasn't a timeout. It's the end of the 3rd quarter. Both teams failed to put points on the board in the 3rd, and it's 24-0 going into quarter number 4. Well, last week in the last 4 minutes of the Croton-Harmon-Valhalla game, Croton scored 3 touchdowns, and that was in the last 4 minutes. So don't count the Jackets out yet.
September 28th. That's next week's game.
Well, the Jackets right now having the momentum here. Their defense doing a terrific job of stopping the Wildcats. Let's see if their offense now can pitch in.
1st and 10 from their own 44. The fullback. Nice job by DeVasto keeping his feet moving. He picks up 3. That's a good run by DeVasto, though. He got really low, refused to stop moving his feet, and he picks up 3. 2nd and 7. Jackets now at their own 47.
DeVasto's starting to do it all here. He caught a pass. Now he's running the football. He's a really very good all-around football player.
Considine looking for Bragg. Makes the catch, slips 1 man, and he's down to the 40. A 12-yard pass and catch there as Tim Bragg comes up with his first reception of the ball game. Jackets moving the chains.
Yeah, they really are. Now the offense starting to do a good job. And when you look at the Jackets sideline, they're all up, they're all ready, they're getting pumped up, and they're trying to make a big comeback here.
Option.
They ran up the middle. That was DeVasto for a couple.
Well, the Jackets having a lot of success throwing the football. Now they're just trying to catch the Wildcats a little off guard with the run, because maybe, and they're also forcing Westlake to keep their men up close to the line of scrimmage to stop the run, allowing more space for the passing game here.
Exactly. You can't keep passing the ball the whole second half, otherwise they know it's coming. You got to mix it up, and hopefully everything comes together. 2nd and 7. Jackets now in Westlake territory at the 36.
No, he's offside.
Jackets go offsides.
That looked like it was Tim Bragg getting just a little too excited to run his route as he jumped off sides.
So it'll be 2nd and 12. That moves the Jackets back.
Well, the Jackets right now are really moving the football. They're getting a lot of momentum, and then they hit the penalty. That seemed to be the problem last week against Pleasantville, and it's really coming up big in this football game as well.
Option again.
Considine on the midline option, and he's tackled after 3. So it gets back to the original line of scrimmage, where it will be 3rd and 10.
Ball carrier was number 9.
Jackets at the Wildcat 40. They've only been, they haven't been inside the Wildcat 30 yet. They went down to about the 35, 36-yard line earlier and were stopped.
Well, right here, if they get a first down, that can be good signs. They'll get deep into the Westlake territory and then try and get that touchdown. They really need to score some points here. Otherwise, they might as well just get ready for next week.
So 3rd and 10. Considine hits Timmy Bragg close to a first down. Tim Bragg's got some hands for a sophomore. This kid can catch.
He really did. He just leaped up and just stayed in the air. He seemed to just like float and made a great grab.
I think they're gonna have a measurement. Nope, they signal first down. So Tim Bragg with his 2nd catch of the day, he's got 22 yards total receiving. And Blake's doing a nice job of throwing the football.
When we saw Bragg last game, he had a big run. This game, he's having 2 very big catches. He's just, right now, looking for a great 2002 season so far and getting a lot of playing time now because of it.
1st and 10 from the 30.
Fullback trap.
That's DeVasto, and he's tripped up at the line. But this is the deepest that the Jackets have been in Westlake territory all game.
And it seems now the Jackets having a little pattern. Seems right after the pass, they decide to run it to DeVasto. And then they go right back to the air, or they give it back to DeVasto. I think they really need to just mix it up a little bit here. Maybe do play action or something. And catch the Wildcats off guard.
2nd and 10. Considine. Nice pass. And that's going to be caught by Mike DeVasto. But what a great pass by Blake Considine. He's doing what he didn't do last year. He stopped in the back of the pocket, set up, took his time, and he fired a strike to DeVasto right in the middle of the numbers. You can't drop that. And he picks up 6 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 4.
And now Considine over the 100-yard mark with his passing, as he has 101 yards. And the Jackets, they can't get it done on the ground, so they go to the air. This might be a sign of things to come for the future of Yellow Jacket football, going to the air more than the run. It seems to work so far.
Well, I don't know about that. Anytime the Jackets throw more than they run, it's not a good thing. But Considine's to pass again, fires it incomplete. But it's the 2nd straight week Blake Considine has gone over 100 yards passing. Now the Jackets will face a 4th down and 5 situation.
Question is, will they kick it here? I think you're deep enough. I say go for it. And they really need, if they go for it, to make it and then drive down to the end zone here.
Absolutely. Can't kick the field goal. You're down 3 scores. You need 6 points here. Considine on the pass, rolling out. Now gets away from a man and fires it long. Incomplete. Considine actually had some room to run, but he overthrew his man, and Westlake will take over at their own 30.
Well, Considine so far is 6 for 16, so he's a little bit underneath what he wanted to be for the season, but that's okay. Still has over 100 yards passing so far today. And Tim Bragg coming up with some big catches. Now he'll be on for the defensive unit, it looks like. So Tim's starting to do it all.
We're probably about midway through the 4th quarter here. Westlake's 2nd offense comes out. Well, it's not the 2nd offense because they have the 1st line out there, but they have a bunch of 2nd string guys in. 24-0, Westlake on top. Sweep is stopped at the line. That was Pete Crossett.
And Crossett gets no gain there. Good job by the Jackets defense to stop him at the line. And the defense has really looked very good in the 2nd half. They have stopped Westlake, and they have forced them to punt so far. A good job by the defense. Hopefully that can follow into next game.
2nd and 9. On the blast, Gisandi's going to break it to the outside. And a big pickup there. 20 yards on the carry. And with that run, Gisandi now has 12 carries for 63 yards.
On the Westlake 47.
One thing that Hastings has really been weak on is on those little pitches. When they go to the outside, the Hastings is not getting out there. They're not covering them. They really have to do a better job on that. We saw that last week as Paulus just broke it to the outside on a few occasions, got 60 yards. This game, we're also starting to see that almost like a deja vu thing all over again.
They run the pitch play. Great hit by Matt Sivright, as it's a pickup of 5.
Making the stop, number 88, Matt Sivright.
Westlake now in Jacket territory at the 48.
Jackets here could use a defensive stop. They have some new people in the ball game.
So 2nd and 4. This is Jasandi the other way. And he's tripped up, close to a first down. That was Matt Sivright on the tackle again.
Jasani having just a huge game so far today. He has 68 total yards so far on the ground and only 13 carries. He's doing a terrific job of getting down and dirty. However, you also have to give Westlake's offensive line credit. They're creating the holes, creating the spaces, allowing him to run through, and they're just doing a great job. They are overmatching Hastings. Hastings has got to do a better job of closing up those holes and not allowing Westlake to go right through them.
Mike Jasandi a little bit shaken up on the play. It was just a cramp in his calf, so he'll be all right. Timeout on the field.
And still a chance to get to football 0.
3rd down and short will be coming up here at the Jacket 45. Jackets would love a stop here. Try to get the ball back and create something late in the game.
They really could use one.
Handoff, and he pushes the line forward. It looks like the Wildcats get enough for the first down, and indeed they move the chains.
Andrew Giuliano picks up the first down with a 2-yard carry there.
Giuliano's first carry of the day, getting some second team time in there.
A little confusion for Westlake.
Pitch play. Nice tackle there by Matt Sivright. As he's really stepping up here, he's made 3 of the last 4 tackles. That one after a pickup of 2 yards.
Number 88, Matt Sivright, and number 67, Marshall Lawson.
Well, Sivright right there hit him at the legs and forced him down. That's what you have to do. Sivright got real low there, hit him, put a body on him, and would not let him go, as Westlake right there just fell down right after that big hit by Sivright.
2nd and 7. They run that same pitch play, and they pick up 2 on it.
At 1:30 p.m.
That was Giuliano.
And they'll bring up a 3rd and 4.
Down at the Jacket 36. Probably 4th down territory here this late in the game.
Yeah, we probably are very late in the 4th quarter here, maybe even approaching the 2-minute mark, but we are not sure because the scoreboard was hit by lightning.
Same play the other way, and he's spinning forward close to a first down. It's going to depend on the spot.
Making the initial contact, number 36, Mike Westlake.
It looks to be just short of the first down.
Vasto making a big hit to stop him.
Less than 1 yard to go.
So now it'll be 4th down and a yard. Let's see if the Jacket D can stop him here.
Jackets will most likely bring the blitz, and they do.
And he gets tripped up, but he fell forward, and it's going to be a first down. So Westlake is consistently moving the chains on 3 and 4 downs. And that's the perfect way to do it late in the game because you eat up a ton of clock.
Westlake changes some personnel here. This is a good chance for the younger players on the varsity squad to get some playing time and allow the head coaches to see how good they can be for the future as well.
Pitch right, cross it, picks up 2. And now the rest of Westlake's second team checks into the ball game. Westlake, a big squad. This might be the second and the third team in there.
You're right, it might be, because before I thought the second squad was already in for Westlake, but now a whole new personnel comes in. So you're right, this could be their third squad.
Justin Batiglieri checks in for the Jackets. Second and 7. Simple blast and a huge hole as they're going to keep the chains moving. Westlake just keeps moving the football. Pickup of 8 by number 20. Now the Wildcats are in the red zone.
Right now, the Westlake offensive line doing a great job. They are overmatching Hastings' defensive line. Hastings has to do a better job to stop the run here.
Pitch right, and that's Mike DeVasto coming up and making the tackle 5 yards in the backfield. He just busted through the line there and put the hit on the tailback.
Mike DeVasto having himself a great game as he checks out. Vasto's a very big player. He's fast, he can do it all, and he makes very big hits, and he can read the quarterback good, and that's the ball game.
Yep, that's the game, folks. So the Jackets couldn't get offense going. They lose 24-0. But join us September 28th here where the Jackets will host the Woodlands Falcons. Keith Fagan with the job on the camera work upstairs. Matt, it was a great job doing the game with you, and I look forward to next week.
Thanks, Charlie. I can't wait till next week. And until then, see you next time.
Yep.